Hello everyone, welcome back to the 2D Sportsbar, back for 2024 with episode 15. Joining me today we got, as always, partner in crime, Dilsey.
Welcome, lovely viewers, to another edition.
I hope everyone had a good Christmas and New Year. We've had a lot of news and things happening in this time. We had a 16-year-old darts player reach the final World PDC Championships in Luke Littler. Wayne Rooney's lost his job at Birmingham. Jose's lost his job at Roma. Henderson's gone to Ajax. Any other things you can think of, Deals? Been a lot going on.
Yeah, a lot going on. Some more fines for Everton.
Yeah,
So,
we're gonna get into it on this episode of the show. But yeah, we could probably start off with Everton. Everton
yeah,
and Forest both been fined again for mismanagement in finances between, I think it was years 2020, 2021, 2022. Forest for 2022, I believe.
yeah.
And two different statements coming out from the clubs as well. And Forest sort of saying that, yeah, we're working with the Premier League. We admit that we've sort of gone over our budget. Everton more of a defiant statement, saying that, you know, we're going to fight this, basically. Obviously, they're fighting the 10-point, what is it, 10 points they lost? Yeah, already from the
10 point
Premier League.
deduction. Yeah.
They're fighting that one. So, yeah, not good for Everton at the moment. They're saying about, I think it was the stadium is one of the main factors, obviously, for the finances and the FFP. But yeah, not good if you're an Everton fan.
No,
Sorry, go on.
I was going to say there's more terrible news for Everton. It's just, I don't know. It just seems like the Financial Fair Play Board are just trying to make a statement with one club, or like make a statement going forward. But then, yeah, it's just like, it's a shame that, well, I guess it had to be one team, but for Everton fans' point of view, it's a shame that it's Everton.
Yeah, it seems. I don't know when final FFP came in. I think it was about 20. Was it 2015 or a bit earlier than that, or is it a bit later? But now you can see like a lot of the fines and things coming into play.
Yeah, I suppose from building a case point of view, they have to go through so many records and finances for each club, and maybe like now they've had enough time to analyze all the stuff all the time before that financial fair play started and after, and like any, like it's probably was a lot of investigative work. So I'm guessing now that it's just come out because they've just sort of found key dates and can build a case against the clubs that have breached the financial fair play.
Yeah, yeah. Luckily for Everton, obviously they're doing quite well in the Prem with Sean Dyche just above the relegation zone at the moment, 17 points, 1 point above. But obviously they've got that 10 points that may or may not be reduced, may come back. So yeah, hopefully they survive relegation because I want to see them in the new stadium in the Premier League. Like they've built this new stadium. It'd be a shame for it to be the Championship for its first season. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it'd be a shame. Shame to see that stadium in the Championship.
I think it's right as well that Everton have never been relegated.
Yeah, that is right. Yeah, it's crazy.
Everton and Arsenal, the only teams.
Yeah, that's a crazy stat. Haven't been relegated from the top flight.
In its whole history. Everton lastly got a draw against Villa last time they played. Probably a
That's a
good
great
point for
result.
them.
Yeah, great result for them. I was surprised at Villa not capitalising on the opportunity to go top. Just
Yeah, that
could
was to go top for the. Was it the end of the year they could have gone top as well? They missed out on that one.
I'm not sure about the end of the year, but yeah, I know that one was to go top.
Yeah.
It's just it's just a shame. I think. Do you think the sort of two games every week are catching up with Everton? Like, don't have a big enough squad, a bit of fatigue, a bit of like need a bit of rest.
Yeah, maybe. But you obviously they had the FA Cup in the week with a poor refereeing decision. Cavalier, did you with the red card, which wasn't a red card, and then that got rescinded. So they got the replay as well, and they won that. So that you say they're probably struggling, but they are picking up points and picking up results.
Yeah, exactly. I suppose they're picking up, like you said, they're picking up a point. They're not losing the game.
Yeah.
So it's always good to see that.
So when news comes out about the next sort of phase of the fines that they're getting, be interesting. See what happens.
Yeah, definitely. It's I don't know what's happening with City, because it's sort of gone from 100 rules breached to more than 100 alleged rules breached. So I don't know what's going on with City's situation, because Everton only breached it once. They got a minus 10-point deduction. So was it City going to get a minus 1,000-point deduction for breaking 100?
Yeah, I heard that there's been a date set for their inquiries. However, they haven't made the date public, which seems odd.
Yeah, that is strange.
By the Premier League. So yeah, very odd.
I thought it was meant to be like very public, very open to like the fans and the clubs, what the like FCA are doing, and like are they working with the FA or the Premier League? And I thought they were meant to be hopefully not be corrupt and not sort of keep things secret from fans. And I'm pretty sure City know what's going on and when the date is, but just a bit just not really fair on the fans to see what's going on, and like not being clear, like sort of things are still being hidden behind closed doors. It's a bit suspect.
Very suspect. Yeah, I guarantee nothing will happen. But
Yeah, unfortunately, I agree with that.
yeah, but obviously City are 3 wins in a row. They're up to second. De Bruyne's back. Haaland not missed, so they're back up there with yourselves, Liverpool. How do you think your season's been going? You're top of the league. Would you have expected that at the start of the season?
No. I thought we would do well. I thought we would be up there. I don't think we would be top, as like some of the games that I've watched us play. Like, I don't know how we've got the result, but we somehow have. Like, we turned some losses into draws and some draws into wins, and it's like it's a good sign to see that we're hard to beat and we can score goals. It's always good to see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just it's like some of the draws have been a bit frustrating, but then like can't really complain of being top of the league at this point.
Obviously, you got rid of, well, not got rid of him, but Salah's gone to AFCON. And I did see he got injured. His last goal, he come off injured with a hamstring. Which is a concern.
Yeah, and it's one of those ones where, you know, when the player just suddenly drops to the floor, like goes down.
Oh, like wasn't touched.
Yeah, one of those injuries. So I'm hoping it was just precautionary that they took him off, but looking at his reaction, he looks very annoyed and very like he had quite a bit of emotion on his face. So I think it might be serious, but I guess we'll see. Only time will tell what's happened, like after the scans and all the procedure they follow. Hopefully nothing too serious though.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be back for you. Obviously, my dream team took a hit from obviously all these players going off to their tournaments. I had Salah, Son, Hwang from Wolves. I swear there's another one as well. But yeah, they've all gone out of my team.
Yeah,
Didn't really know what to put in.
I find it a bit odd that the like African Cup of Nations and the Asia Cup is played during winter. So I get temperature-wise that summer might be a bit unbearable, but I don't think it's really fair on the clubs and the players because it could potentially hinder some moves for like the African and Asian players. Because some teams might think, I don't want them to miss this period, so why would I buy them? Sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah. Well, look at Nana as well from United. He missed the first game because he stayed extra. Like, I've never seen a player stay longer at club or play a game the day before AFCON.
Yeah.
Which he did. And apparently he was going to play or potentially be on the bench for the AFCON game. But he had like such travel issues. He wasn't named on the subs bench, which I think he was a bit annoyed about. But he arrived at the stadium like 3 hours early from all the travel.
Oh my god.
3 hours before kickoff, I think.
And then you got told he's not even in the squad.
Yeah, so I think he was a bit annoyed about that. So I'm not really sure on that situation, what's happening now.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was a bit surprised when I saw him play for you. I was like, isn't AFCON on this? Isn't he meant to be isn't he meant to be at the tournament?
Yeah, it's a weird one as well because he retired and then he's gone back. Then he said he was staying a bit longer with United, and now he's gone.
Yeah, that's a bit strange.
So I don't even know our reserve keeper. So be interesting.
Do you think a little like 2-week loan spell for De Gea is on the cards? Like
But 2-week contract. He's still. How has he not got a club?
Oh, it's crazy. I don't understand it either. I was watching a bit of the Spanish Cup with Real Madrid and was it Atletico were playing on the weekend or like just gone, and the Real Madrid's keeper looked a bit dodgy. Like Kepa wasn't playing, and the other one was a bit sort of made a couple of mistakes, and I was like, could just
Give him a little
sign De
contract.
Gea. Yeah.
Because I know he wants to. I think he hasn't got a club partly because he hasn't found the right money he wants, and secondly, he's probably enjoying the being with his family. Because I know that he used to see his partner who lived in Spain on weekends or something, or just not very often. So maybe
Oh right.
I think that was the case. So yeah, maybe he's just enjoying being in Spain with his family.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, he doesn't really need the money. I know he's asking for a
No.
lot, but he doesn't need it. Yeah.
And
So
yeah, other player as well as Lingard. He hasn't got a club, and see what Paul Scholes put on his Instagram.
no, what did he put?
So Lingard's been putting obviously all these gym photos on, and Scholes was like, "Are you gonna sign for a club, or are you just gonna keep posting gym photos?" Probably a bit more of a aggressive tone on that. Probably a swear word in there, but that's what he said basically.
Oh man, it's a shame really because when Lingard moved to West Ham, I was thinking, oh, this could be the sort of resurgence of his career, the move that he needed, and then it kind of just seemed like he wasn't really that interested. Like,
No, he sort of wanted. It seemed like he wanted West Ham to be like a stepping stone.
yeah, like he wanted West Ham to be the stepping stone to get back in like United's squad or first team, first like starting 11. But if I was him, I think I would do sort of what a Cole Palmer did, like take the move away to get more playing time.
Yeah, different. It was. I suppose it's different ages, but
Yeah, true.
he did have a team there, West Ham, that and a manager that really got behind him.
Yeah, they almost
And
built the team around him.
and after he left, like went back to United from the loan spell, West Ham wanted to buy him, and I think he rejected. I think Schalke wanted to keep him, and then he rejected the next year to go to West Ham because he wanted to go to Forest instead for the money.
Wow.
So I think that's the case because I know that West Ham were interested. He was a free agent, so why wouldn't he have gone there?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. And I was like, you got a club who want you there, who want to build a team around you, or like you're going to be one of the main players there. Could potentially like challenge for like European places and really start like a good like foundation of a team at West Ham, but he just wasn't interested.
No. So yeah, he's available as well. De Gea in the transfer market.
Yeah.
Obviously Henderson's just left Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
And
that's
Al Ettifaq was that his team?
yeah. I'm not sure to be honest. I don't know what team he went to, but it was. I think it's been rumors have been like surrounding a few of the top players there. Like I think Benzema and
Is it
Ben.
Firmino?
Yeah, Benzema and Firmino are saying they want moves away because it's not what they thought it would be. So they've gone from playing in stadiums with like 40,000, 60,000 capacity to like 2 to 6,000 people watching the game. It's like that's the lifestyle, and I guess the money's just not really worth it for them, which is it's quite refreshing to hear. But I mean, after you've been paid like
Yeah.
60 odd million, you're like, yes, the money's just not like. I think it's time for me to move back.
Yeah,
It's
get
like,
6 months of money, outrageous wages. Yeah, I think I'll move back now. I've got the money now.
yeah, yeah. Money's just does make me laugh in football because you've got a limited time to play. Like, why would you waste time like not playing at the top level? That's just how I would think about things, to be honest.
Yeah, especially Benzema as well. He was like, he just won the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, it's crazy, crazy.
Yeah. Obviously Henderson's left. He's gone to Ajax. Obviously didn't want him back at Liverpool, or maybe
Yeah,
that option wasn't there. So he's gone to Ajax.
yeah. I think that's you're probably right because I think the way I thought Klopp would have when Mane wanted to move or when Mane wanted to move away from Bayern, I thought we would have gone for him. But it kind of looks like Klopp's like doesn't really look back. He just only looks forward. It doesn't
Yeah,
like that move's done, and now we move on from that. We focus on rebuilding rather than looking back to go forward. He just looks forward.
that's a good attitude to have. I rarely see players come back to clubs and do well again
Yeah,
in
yeah,
terms of like really well, better than they did before. I know
yeah,
people say, like, Ronaldo came back to United.
yeah,
I'd say it was a mixture of results because obviously the first season he did score like 20 plus goals. However,
yeah.
we
He
have to
did.
change the team to play through him or for him, and there was some good moments. I'm not gonna lie. Like he did get a couple of winners or few winners in the Champions League and stuff like that. So it was nice to see him back at United kit. But was it
Yeah,
overall good for United?
I think it was good for the fans. I don't
Yeah,
necessarily think it was good for United in terms of like progressing forward. It's sort of nice for the owners to do something for the fans, although or I don't know if it was down to the owners or the manager or whoever, but it's not, yeah, it's a good moment for the fans.
yeah. Obviously, Liverpool back in the day, they brought back Robbie Fowler. He
Yeah,
came back for a bit.
I think Ian Rush came back as well after he left. That's even further back.
Yeah, Hughes came back to United.
It's like I guess it's like if it's the situation fits. So if you are in need of um that type of player and they want to play for the club and they want to help like move them in the right direction, then go for the transfer. But yeah, if like it's not really much point, in my opinion anyway, to look back. Like once something's done, it's just kind of leave it and look for how you can progress the club in whatever direction you want to progress them.
Yeah, and a player that didn't look back, Messi, because he obviously out of contract PSG, could have went back to Barcelona but didn't. Went to Inter Miami.
Yeah,
Wins the Ballon d'Or and the FIFA World Player.
it's, it's crazy, isn't it? Like someone
In the
in the
MLS League.
MLS.
What do you think of that? So obviously the Ballon d'Or, that catered into the World Cup success. So there's you can admit that he probably deserved the Ballon d'Or. Maybe not, maybe did. But
Yeah.
the FIFA World Player was 2023, which he played in Miami. Regardless if he's the best player on the planet, in terms of ability, there was players that won the treble in Europe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think he deserved the FIFA World Player award, or who would you have given it to?
No, I don't think he deserved. Well, it's hard to say no with what he's done, and I got to be honest, there hasn't been many like standout players where you think, oh yeah, they should have won it. But yeah, I don't really have a sort of alternative.
I
It's
mean,
just,
not Haaland though.
oh yeah, Haaland, yeah. So what was the order? Like who finished second and third?
I think it was a kind of mix. I think Haaland was second. Then like it came down to team captains from the national teams picking, and whoever also the majority was for their picks won, which was Messi.
Yeah.
So the actual players picked the winner, which is interesting.
Oh, yeah, that is interesting. I suppose it's because of the World Cup, isn't it? But
like, do you think Messi's now picked purely on nostalgia? I know he's still unbelievable player. Like you see
yeah,
him in the MLS. Like was his first touch of the first game, free kick, and he scores. And he scored like every game he played in or something like that. So he's still unbelievable, obviously.
yeah, exactly.
Not saying on here that Messi's rubbish at all. Or someone like clips it and thinks, oh look, TD Sportsbar think Messi's rubbish.
It's,
But yeah,
yeah, I
it's a tough
yeah, I
one,
think
isn't it?
yeah, it's like if you're going on player, like individual player, then I probably would have picked Haaland because as big of an accomplishment it is for Messi to win the World Cup, that's all he did in the year, whereas Haaland was.
Well, he didn't do it that year. He done it in 22.
Oh, so what? Okay,
That's what I
now I'm
mean. It
confused.
was voted for 2023.
So yeah, so so the World Cup, did that count towards the Ballon d'Or? Because I know it's
Yeah,
2022.
the
So
Ballon
that,
d'Or fit in that bracket, but for the FIFA one,
oh right,
it was 2023.
yeah, that doesn't make any sense. It should have been Haaland then. So
Yeah, tapping Merchant Haaland should add it.
is that or even
Was it 36 goals in the Premier League? I mean, you can't really argue. I know
yeah,
he taps them in, but
36 tap-ins.
you got to be there to score.
Yeah, exactly. So was it 52 goals last year in arguably like the hardest or like one of the top leagues in the world, and he smashed the record of getting to 50 goals, just like breezed past everyone. So like almost 50 goals, 50 games, that sort of record to get there.
Didn't do it in the finals or the semis though, did he?
No, he didn't.
Maybe that's why he lost.
Yeah, he's not a big match player.
I think ability-wise, Messi's still the best player in terms of ability
Yeah, I think so too.
on the planet.
It,
So maybe it's right. I don't know.
yeah, it did make me like when Messi was saying how much he loved Barcelona, didn't want to leave and stuff like that, and then you see, and he said it's not about the money, and you see Dani Alves go back to Barcelona, help them for a bit, and his wage is like €1 a week. Then you think, like how much of a factor did money have to play for it? And he could have gone back to Barcelona and helped them again to sort of guide the new crop of Barcelona players and help them win a title again and like be up there in the Champions League. But I guess he has nothing left to prove, does he?
No. Yeah, he's won everything now, so he could do what he wants.
Yeah, he can
Now
do.
he's working with Apple, isn't he? You seen his like contract for Miami? It's crazy. I think
Really?
he's got a percentage, I think, of Apple TV buyers,
Oh my god.
or some sort of percentage with Apple, because obviously they sponsor MLS League, so it's on their subscription. So I think he gets a percentage of how many people are on there, or of each person. I don't know.
So he's like got shares in Apple company as part of his contract.
Yeah,
That is crazy. Or like shares of like Apple TV or something.
probably.
That is
Probably gets a free
insane.
subscription as well.
Yeah, yeah.
You'd like to think.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually make him pay for it. But,
Maybe. But yeah. No, it's an interesting one. Obviously, I'm not really bothered who wins, but I saw a lot of uproar about it online, where people were saying that Haaland deserved it, or Mbappe, or someone else. I don't know. And Messi shouldn't have won it, but yeah.
that's the thing, though, isn't it? From with Messi and Ronaldo putting the standards so high for like footballing accomplishments and goals per year and trophies and like everything really. Like when you compare it, like people are saying, "Oh, Haaland should have won it on Mbappe," and you look at what they've done compared to like Messi and Ronaldo, it's like they're nowhere near that level. So it's crazy.
Oh yeah, not in terms of, I'd say, impact on a game over
Yeah,
the course of 90 minutes, but I'd say Haaland's stats are near that level for
yeah,
last season. But
yeah.
I
That's
wouldn't
true.
say he's like, I'd rather have Messi on the pitch than Haaland, because Messi can do more. Like back then, throughout the whole game, in terms of like through the pitch, where Haaland's more like just boxed in the box goal scorer. Doesn't really
Yeah,
do much in the
exactly.
build-up play. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree with you. It's more of like he kind of hangs on the last defender, waits around in the final third, and then that's when he's at his best in that final third. Like, there's no point him dropping deeper or coming back to help out the midfield because he's just wasted in that position.
Yeah,
So
I'd like to
whereas,
see what happens with Mbappe, because I know he's like coming to his contract. It's coming to an end or next year. I'd like to
yeah,
see him in let's say a decent league, not the
yeah,
French league, but PSG got obviously a lot of money they spend on their players, so they always, are up the top. But a
yeah,
team that's more a league that's more competitive throughout. I'd love to see him in the Premier League, but I don't think it'll happen.
yeah. I mean, I've seen rumors of like we're in talks with him, and I was like, with what money? We don't have enough money to like pay his wages or whatever you would want. But yeah, yeah, I would like to see him in the Prem as well. But at
But
least he won't go to City because I can't see them playing Haaland and Mbappe.
you never know. Imagine that.
God, that would just be. I wouldn't be surprised if City won the league for like the next like 10 years after that.
Be like the German league.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Anyway, speaking of managers, Mourinho lost his job recently in Roma. I was a little surprised he lost his job at Roma, slash not surprised. Mourinho loves a 3-year spell at a club, obviously. He was just there just under 2.5 years. But I think what he did do for Roma was quite successful. I hear that they had like ticket sales were down, half the stadium was like never there in attendances. They'd never won a European trophy before he arrived. And after that, they've got to 2 European finals, won one, and the ticket sales are through the roof. So maybe it was a bit of a panic sacking. He seemed to really like the club, so I was surprised by that.
Yeah, it was strange. Yeah, because like in terms of experience wise, like I don't think you can get many more experienced managers like to come in to replace Mourinho, and like he's done it in almost every country in the world, and like he's saying, like the club was going in the right direction. Like you might have a bit of a blip here and there, but then it's like you need to back the manager to figure out a solution, and not just sort of he's got you. He's won, like you said, he's won you first European trophy. Surely he deserves a bit of sort of a period where the club's going through a rough patch.
Yeah. I'm just looking at his managerial career here. I don't think he spent over 4 years at a club, which is astounding.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Porto 2 years, Chelsea 3 years, Inter 2 years, Madrid 3 years, Chelsea again 2 years, United 2 years, Spurs 3, Roma 3. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. I suppose that maybe they wanted to get Daniele De Rossi in, like Roma legend,
Oh yeah.
but yeah, I think it's like what you said. It was probably bad. Like it's getting to that stage where it's either Mourinho was going to leave or possibly get sacked.
Yeah. I wonder where he's going to go next. Or do you think he'd go back to the Prem?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Or do you think he would go? Because I know some people are potentially questioning Xavi. So do you think he would go to Barcelona?
Oh, that would be huge, considering he worked there with Bobby Robson as an
Yeah,
interpreter and
yeah.
like
Imagine that.
on his coaching staff. He worked with Pep, didn't he? Like
Yeah, he
in the
did.
coaching thing.
Yeah.
Imagine that. It was at Madrid as well.
it,
Moves to
it would.
Barca.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. It's such a Mourinho thing to do. So he loves going for the rivals of teams, isn't
Yeah, it was at Chelsea and Spurs.
he? Yeah, yeah.
Or will he come back for another spell at Chelsea?
Could do.
What do you think? Todd likes what Maurizio Pochettino's doing so far. Would Chelsea fans have him back?
Yeah, they probably would. I
Do you
reckon
think?
they'd love him. Yeah. It's one of those things as well. It's like Chelsea need to be in the position where they're close to like challenging for the top places. Then Mourinho can come in and do the fine tweaking to get them to win a league. I don't think he would do as well with the team in its current state, like with a bunch of like young, inexperienced players and still trying to sort of find their feet and find their best 11.
Who do you think's the better manager? Or I wouldn't say between Pep and Jose. Who do you think is the best manager on the planet right now? Pep.
Uh,
Can't really look past it, can you?
yeah, you can't.
I would
I mean,
argue Klopp is in
yeah,
that conversation.
yeah, I was gonna say Klopp, just with the limited resources that he's done it in, like with every club he's been, like with Mainz, with Bayern, and then not Bayern, sorry, with Dortmund, and then with us. Like he took Mainz had the lowest budget in that second division. He got them, in the Bundesliga, and he got them promoted from the second division, like, and finished 11th.
Yeah.
And it's like similar sort of thing with Dortmund. They were in turmoil with low budget, and he got them to. I think Klopp's Dortmund was the last team to win the league other than Bayern. Which is
Yeah.
crazy.
I think Pep's the best coach. I wouldn't say he's the, if that makes sense. Like he's the best coach in terms of like so in depth on the game.
Like tactical play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in terms of a manager, maybe Klopp could be in that conversation where he like sort of builds his players up and makes them like feel like they're invincible sort of thing. I think
Yeah.
Ancelotti as well needs a mention in there.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
I think slightly underrated, Ancelotti.
He is. Yeah, he is. Because even he's the sort of, I think, similar to Pep, where his tactical knowledge of the game is very like so like high up there.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if it's like, because Klopp's ability is like to get the best out of any player, kind of like similar to what Fergie did with a lot of United players, get the best out of them.
Yeah.
And like Pep's strong suit is tactical play. Same with Ancelotti as well. Because I mean, I don't know how Ancelotti's managed to get something more out of Bellingham. Like he's just gotten better since leaving Dortmund. I thought he'd be on the same sort of level, and he's just still scoring goals from central midfield. It's crazy.
Yeah. Ancelotti as well won obviously the Champions League when it was like called one of the worst Real Madrid teams going. And they beat City, and I can't remember who they beat in the final, to be fair. Liverpool. It was you, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
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 Benzema. Sorry to bring that up. I actually genuinely didn't know.
I forgot. Well, I guess I'll say I forgot. I guess my
Just
permanently blocked
removed
out.
it from your mind.
Yeah.
Because I remember the other one when Salah got injured, that final.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was against you because it was all the crowd trouble. Do you remember in Paris?
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
Can't remember the score though. Was it just 1-0? Vinicius Junior.
I can't remember that score either. It's definitely permanently blocked out of my mind.
Yeah, 1-0 Vinicius Junior.
Oh man. I don't even remember that game, so I guess it was so traumatic for me that my brain just locked it somewhere.
I mean,
But
you've won 6, so yeah.
yeah,
Well, they've won how many?
have
Like
they won
over.
10? Like
They've
11?
won more than that now. I think they won like 15.
15? Oh my god.
So remember, it took them ages to get the 10th one or the 9th one. Well, for ages for them is like 12 years. But yeah,
Yeah, I remember that. It took ages for that.
because they had obviously the Galacticos, and they didn't win one. They won one in 2001, I think, the last one they won, or 2002 with Zidane's
Oh, that's when
wonder
they
goal,
went. Oh yeah, that was unbelievable.
and then they didn't win again until when Ronaldo came back with against Atletico. I think when we
Oh
watched
yeah.
it.
Yeah, and the penalties.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was crazy, that one. Oh no, that was the second game. The one before that was the when Real Madrid won 4-1
That's the
against
one, extra
Atletico.
time. Yeah. When Ramos scored just the 90th minute equaliser. Because I had
Oh
Diego Godin,
yeah.
didn't I, to win that first goal scorer
Yeah.
and to win the game.
And he scored.
And I had Ramos to win, to score and them to win, but it was in 90 minutes. So
Oh
remember, check your bet in T&Cs, boys and girls.
man. Yeah. They always get you with that within 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Cheeky little.
Yeah, so in terms of football, anything else that we sort of been going on? Obviously, we've got transfers we've covered. Mourinho, Messi win the Ballon d'Or / FIFA World Player as well.
I don't think we got anything football wise, to be honest.
Coming up, we've got the break at the moment as well, so it's a bit quiet in the Premier League.
Yeah, it's like, was it half a game? Half the games were last week and half the games this week.
Yeah, so you're playing on Sunday at 4:30 against Bournemouth. Arsenal playing 12:30
Yeah.
against Palace, and Ivan Toney's back. Good to see him back for Brentford at 5:30 on Saturday as well. This probably come out on Saturday, so.
Do you think it'll be straight in the starting 11?
Oh, he's got to be. They've lost 6 in a row.
Yeah.
They're probably like. He's a key to survival. I think Brentford could be in trouble.
They could be.
Really struggled without him.
Was it Mbuemo as well? He got injured, and then they struggled even more without him because they were still getting results with Mbeumo being the main guy.
Yeah.
And he got
Yes.
injured and it got even worse.
So he'll be back against Forest at 5:30. And the other game is Sheffield United West Ham 2 o'clock on Sunday, and Monday Night Football Brighton and Wolves.
Yeah.
And then we'll be back to hopefully the usual, like every Saturday, Sunday. How it should be.
Yeah. Well, actually, the next game after that Monday game is Tuesday the 30th of Jan, Wednesday the 31st of Jan.
Oh, right. So we've got midweek fixtures.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Is that? Yeah. So quite a quiet period during January.
Yeah, and then it's gonna ramp up February, and then obviously March comes into like the Champions League and stuff comes back. Although we both don't know what that's about.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't know. Yeah, we don't know what that's about.
But yeah, that's the football. Obviously, other sports, we've got the cricket, England versus India. That's do you say kick off? Is that going to kick off soon or bowl off soon?
You can say kick off. Yeah, kick off or bowl.
Don't really know the term in cricket, but yeah, that starts soon. Where there was a lot of I wouldn't say uproar, but I think Steve Harmison said he was a bit surprised England had they're arriving 3 days before the first test and not having like a warm up in India. I think they've been doing warm ups in UAE. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that is strange. I agree with them. Like, it's just, I don't understand. Like, why wouldn't you take at least like play the A team and get used to the conditions and get used to a few of the pitches that you're potentially going to play on? Conditions, I guess. Yeah, I don't really know why they're going to UAE unless it's similar conditions.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a strange one.
Yeah, that kicks off, that starts 25th of January.
Yeah.
At 4 a.m.
Yeah.
So I'll probably catch the end of the days on those ones. But I don't think. Obviously, you need more spinners than you in India, so I don't know the spinners that we have. We have the young kid, don't we? Is it Ahmed?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he'll be probably playing a big role. Is Jack Leach back?
Jack Leach is not there. So we've got the 16-man squad that we're taking is Stokes, Ahmed, Anderson, Atkinson, Bairstow, Bashir, Shoaib Bashir, who's like a 20-year-old spinner.
Okay.
Making a debut. Harry Brook.
Good luck.
Yeah, I know. Harry Brook, Crawley, Duckett, folks. Tom Hartley. Oh, Jack Leach is back. Yeah, Jack Leach is in the squad. Ollie Pope, Ollie Robinson, Joe Root, and Mark Wood. I think that's a decent squad, to be honest.
Yeah, obviously no Stuart Broad anymore after his retirement.
Yeah, I know.
That was our first episode as well, his retirement. That was on the thumbnail.
It was.
So yeah.
Be interesting to see, because I think this is in England's first Test match after Broad's retirement.
Yeah. Would he play it? Would he have played in India?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just his experience and how good he is. He's just got that ability where nothing will happen for an hour or so, and then he's on a hot streak and he'll get like 2-3 quick wickets. He's got that like he'll probably have like a terrible day and then have that like 5-6 ball spell where he'll just run through the team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't know. So the most recent test results between India and England was in the 2021. So in August there was 3 test matches playing. So one of them was drawn. One of them England won by an innings and 76 runs, and the other one India won by 151 runs.
Is that when they had that was COVID, wasn't it? And then one got suspended.
Yeah.
And we won the last one to draw the series.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
So that was the last one in July.
That was in England though, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was in England.
So be interesting in India, because obviously after the World Cup, which was in India, we didn't do too good.
yeah, exactly. It's been terrible. Just seeing like, well, the England and India as well. So in 2021 was when they played in February. 3 test matches were played in February and 1 in March. So one of them in February, England won by 227 runs. Then India won the other 2, and India won the one in March as well. So not looking too great. Like win 1 out of 4 test matches. But we've got a new look England, a new outlook, a new sort of philosophy about test match cricket. So it should be entertaining, whatever happens.
Yeah, I'm not going to say the word, but yeah, I think you know what word I'm on about. Yeah, it should be interesting. England obviously back in action.
Yeah, it should be good to watch.
And then other sports going on. NFL. Haven't really touched on this much on the channel. However, it is coming to its conclusion with the Super Bowl. I'm a big NFL fan. You probably, I don't know, not as much.
Nah, not as much. I think I watched the Super Bowl for sort of the event of it, like the spectacle of it.
Listen to me asleep on the again. Yeah, last year we was online and I fell asleep during the Super Bowl, so I was like snoring down the headset and the microphone.
He says that, but he was taking a power nap to watch Rihanna at the halftime show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I woke up like third quarter, like, what's going on? And I looked at my phone and you was like, you and I was like, I think Dylan's asleep. Wake up. Stuff like that. I can't remember. But no. Yeah, NFL is getting to its conclusion. So I think the 49ers are playing. Let me get it up because I don't want to say the wrong team. 2 secs. Well, as I'm getting up, did you hear about the rugby player that is leaving rugby to go into the NFL?
Really?
Yeah. There's a young Wales rugby player who played in the World Cup recently. He's a pretty good player in rugby. And yeah, he's decided to leave to pursue a career in the NFL using the Europe program to get into it. So that'd be interesting.
It would actually be interesting to see if I don't think it would happen, or like it would be a long time before it happened. But if the NFL would move to different countries, if it would like
Instead of like hosting a game.
Yeah, instead of hosting a game, like if they have teams there, kind of like make it a like global team. So like the Club World Championship sort of thing.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if like they made like obviously it's in London, so like a London team.
Yeah.
And obviously you'd have to go out and play in America for those games for the season, but yeah, I guess that would happen at the start, and then maybe you'd get more teams happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, the games for the divisional round, Ravens against the Texans. So the Texans beat the Browns. They smashed them last week. I'll see how.
No.
About time. Yeah, they got the number 1 pick quarterback, CJ Stroud, for the Texans, and he was very good.
He's just running the show.
Just run the show, yeah. And our like quarterback was Joe Flacco, used to play for the Ravens and won the Super Bowl with them. But obviously he's like 39 years old now, and he just threw 2 interceptions in like back to back, and I was like game over. So yeah, that'd be a tough one for Texans because Ravens have been in scintillating form. Lamar Jackson doing well. for them, and then the other one was Lions Buccaneers. There's another Browns reference thing there. The quarterback for the Buccaneers is the old Browns #1 pick quarterback that we let go
Oh no.
in Baker Mayfield. But enough about the Browns. The season's over. The other games are 49ers versus the Packers, which would be a good one because the Packers got a young quarterback, or like one that they picked 2020, and he was like in the background watching Aaron Rodgers play, waiting his time, and now Aaron Rodgers left this season, and he's come in, and they sort of had a mixed start of the season, and recently now they've won like 8 games in a row or something. They're on a bit of a win streak. Obviously now they go into the #1 seed in the that side of the pack. I think
yeah.
it's, I don't know what it is, NFC, AFC, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, something like that.
And the last game is the Bills versus the Chiefs, which seems to always happen every
Every time.
playoff.
Yeah. So when they get to the knockout stages, do they mix the sides? So is it like NFC can play EFC, AFC teams?
No, so they're still split, and then obviously their results throughout the season, they're given a seed number. So for one side, the 49ers are the #1 seed, and then the other side, the Ravens actually won the #1 seed.
Oh, okay.
So the Ravens will play the lowest seed left in, which were the Texans, and the 49ers were the Packers. And
Okay.
obviously, then they play the other ones from that side, and then the two sides come together for the Super Bowl, like the two best teams on each side.
That's a bit like I feel like they should mix them up so that you won't like teams that you wouldn't normally see your team play, like you could have a chance of playing them in the knockouts.
Yeah. So sometimes I think they do play the other side teams throughout the regular season, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
very rare. I don't know how they work it out, but yeah, only sometimes.
Because it's like when they say, well, I think I was a bit surprised when they said, "Oh, these two teams have never played each other before," and I was like, "How? Like, surely, like during the league?" And I didn't realize it was split up.
Yeah. No, I think most teams have played each other, but yeah, I don't know who's gonna get into the Super Bowl. Ravens and the 49ers are #1 seed, so you think them, but you never know. I always thought the Bills might have a chance because they've ended the season quite well, and then obviously the Chiefs have got Mahomes, so
Yeah.
it's very open.
Who's the Bills quarterback? The
Josh Allen,
Josh Allen, that was it. Because he's quite good, isn't he?
yeah, he's a bit of a beast.
He's a tanky quarterback.
Yeah, so yeah, he's good.
I think the first time I saw him, I was like, "Wait, who's this guy? Like, why is there some random like forward throwing the ball?" And I was like, "That was a quarterback." It's like, "Oh, okay, hell."
And then you know about the 49ers quarterback, don't you? Brock Purdy,
Oh yeah.
like Mr. Irrelevant, last pick of the draft last year. And now he's the starting quarterback for the 49ers.
Oh, that's crazy. Wasn't that last year where he did his elbow in?
Yeah. In the basically semi-final,
Oh, so unfortunate.
like the championship. They call that one the championship of that division, championship game. Yeah,
Oh right, yeah. Because the two best teams in that side, isn't it?
yeah.
Kind of like you're playing two finals. Then you play one final, you win that, and then you go into the main final.
So the Super Bowl's the 11th of February, and then the 28th of January is the two conference championship games. So
Right.
yeah, that's the NFL. I think we've pretty much covered everything.
Yeah, I think we have, to be honest.
So yeah, obviously Premier League's back in midweek next week, and I'm sure we'll go through those games and have a lot more. Hopefully we're gonna have a big year 2024 on the channel. So subscribe, like, and yeah. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you all.